And here uh, in today's session we are going to learn about the ALV IDA. So how we can generate the ALV program based on the IDA. Okay. So IDA is nothing but integrated data access. So let me go ahead and I will show you. So IDA ALV. So IDA stands for Integrated Data Access, and ALV, you know already that ALV is nothing but ABAP list viewer, right? ABAP list viewer. So already ALV concept was there, the traditional concept like reuse ALV grid display, reuse ALV list display, and like if you see the journey of ALV, the initially that uh, maybe I will note it down over here that reuse ALV list display came, right, and after that we are having the reuse ALV grid display, we are having reuse ALV grid display, and then after this two technique we come towards the after that we come towards the oops technique, right? For example, like CLGUI custom container. With the help of CLGUI custom container, uh, we can also uh, we can also display the ALV, right? So using CLGUI custom container, that is one technique there also. So using CLGUI custom container, so using this one also, we can display the ALV grid, right? And then if you see the further, then we are having one more CL salvi table, right? CL salvi table. So using this also, CL salvi table, it's very handy, no need of having the field catalog and all in detail, right? So without field catalog also, at least for the basic requirement, we can display with the help of CL salvi table, right? And then if we come further, then we are having the IDA ALV. Okay, we are having the ALV IDA, which we are going to discuss now, right? So ALV IDA, this is the latest technology, and based upon the requirement technology come into the picture. Okay, based upon the requirement technology come into the picture. Why it came into the picture? ALV IDA, what was the requirement? Why it came into the picture? The main purpose was the code push down. Okay, so if you see the earlier technology, for example, the OOPS related or whatever reuse ALV list display or reuse ALV grid display, this will come under the conventional one. Reuse ALV list display and reuse, this both you can categorize in the conventional technology. Okay, the the procedural, you can tell that conventional or procedural. Okay, so you can categorize under the conventional and procedural. Then when you come to this CLGUI custom container and CL salvitable, this both will come under the OOPS. Okay, OOPS ALV. So this both can be categorized under the OOPS ALV. Okay, so This both we may categorize under the oops ALV. And then this is the final one, this ALV IDA. This is again the based on oops, this is again based on oops, but here uh, this also maybe you can categorize, but the difference between this, but the difference between this ALV IDA and the another one like CLGUI custom container, or if you take CLSalv table, then the difference, let me note down all the important differences over here so that uh, here maybe what we can write, or let me create one table. Okay, I will just create one table. So I will require layout blank, and I will come over here and I will insert some table with three fields. Okay, let me take this one, and here the maybe here the perspective we can write, and we will try to understand the difference. So this is a perspective, and here this uh, oops convince like earlier oops ALV, earlier earlier oops ALV, and here the ALV with IDA, ALV with IDA. So with different perspective we are going to differentiate the uh, earlier oops ALV and the ALV with IDA. So the first perspective, what we can think about the data retrieval. Okay, so or or uh, or the technique, or we can see the data retrieval approach, or maybe technique we can write how we are going to do this one. So the earlier, like earlier oops ALV, this will come under, first we are going to get the data from uh, database, right? And then at application layer, we are going to manipulate the data based upon our requirement. Okay, so a lot of manipulation we are going to do at the application layer. Okay, and after that we are going to display the data. So it is something like, data to code paradigm. Data to code paradigm means first we are getting the data into the code, and then uh, we are going to use it, right? Or also bottom up approach, you can tell that bottom up approach we are just going to follow up over here, right? Data to code paradigm, from the database table we are getting the data into the application layer, and from there we are just going to manipulate the data, and after that we are going to push those data into the ALV class, and it is going to display the data. But here in the ALV with IDA, you know this is kind of, code to data paradigm, code to data paradigm. Why we are telling like this, the reason behind, directly you can access the table. Here you will not be able to access the table directly. Okay, here you will not be able to access the table directly. So maybe you can write over here the table access. So table access here directly it is not possible. First we are going to get the data from the table, and so get the data from table to application layer, and manipulate and then display, right? Manipulate and then display, right? But here you don't have to get the data from, table, database table to application layer. everything will be done by this IDA framework. They will get the data from the table, but you don't have to do anything. Okay, you don't have to do anything manually to put the select query and all. Your IDA framework will do for you. Okay, so here directly directly table can be accessed, directly table can be passed. You can passed to IDA framework to IDA framework in order to display the data, right? Display the data. So here we first used to get the data, and application layer we are going to manipulate the data, and then we are going to display. But here directly we are passing the table name, and IDA framework is going to fetch the data. It's a work of IDA framework. We are not going to do anything. Okay. So we understood that how the technique, this technique, we can consider that it is a kind of data to code paradigm technique, and this is code to data paradigm. And the table access, the way of table access here, like in earlier OOPS ALV, first we are going to fetch the data from the table, and our application layer we are going to manipulate the data based upon our requirement, and then we are going to display the data with the help of ALV class, right? And here just you are passing the table. Now you can categorize under like a round trip, or you can maybe round trip, or you can give some like when you are going to scroll the data, right? When in ALV, once your data comes under the we are going to display the data, then suppose if we are going to scroll the ALV at that time, in OOPS ALV, what happens? All the data you are going to fetch from the database layer at application layer into an internal table. And when you are going to click on the page down button, or when you are going to click on uh, the you know the scroll down button, then what will happen that from the I tab data will be from the I tab data will be uh, from that internal table data will be fetched, and it will be displayed. It will not again go and hit the database table. But in this ALV IDA, what will happen that when you will click on the scroll down button, or when you will click on the page down button, for the next set of data, again the query will be prepared and uh, will be called back from call back to the database. Means whenever we are going to click on the page down, or when we are going to click on the scroll down, for the next chunk of the data which is supposed to be displayed, those data will be fetched with the help of a new query. So here all the data all the data will be fetched in one go. Okay, and put into internal table I tab, and then when you are going to click on the scroll button or whatever, the data is going to take. So uh, go and put into I tab, and when scrolling is done, when scrolling is done, then data is being taken from I tab. Okay, data is being taken from the I tab, not from the database table, right? But here for the next chunk of data, next set of data which has to be displayed, for the next set of data which has to be displayed will be fetched from the DB, okay, with the new query, with the new query. So this is one important difference, round trip, okay. And again, if we're going to see some other difference, for example, that memory consumption, if you want to, you know, like how much memory it is going to be consumed, then maybe we can write like this, memory consumption. So in one go, you are going to get all the data from the database table into itab, right? And here, chunk by chunk, you know, you are going to get the data from the database table into application layer. So here, less memory consumption you will be having, obviously, right? Less memory consumption compared to, if you compare to this earlier OOPS ALV concept, there in ALV with IDA, we will be having the less memory consumption, but here comparatively we'll be having the higher, because you are going to get all the data, higher memory consumption. So these are some important differences we are having, right? And maybe also you can note down the speed if you want to differentiate based on the speed. So one more uh, like this speed, if you are going to, because this code to data paradigm, right, the LB with IDA is the code to data paradigm, so this will be faster than the earlier concept what we are having, the earlier OOPS LV concept. This should be the faster, like because, and also based upon the requirement is going to get the data, right? So but in some scenario, like suppose if you are having the already data in your application layer memory in internal table, in that case, like if a system has to fetch the data from the internal table, right? In that case, this can be fast. But overall, if you will see the performance, like initially this earlier, like this conventional OOPS ALV will take more time because it has to get all the data, right? It has to manipulate and it has to show. But here it has not to it does not have to do anything with this, right? So there are some scenario where you may feel that earlier OOPS ALV is performing better, but initially every time this ALV with ID is going to be fast, right? So, uh, but overall, we may tell that ALB with IDA uh, can give the better performance, right, with respect to earlier OOPS ALV. Okay. Now, let us go into the system and we will implement this ALB with IDA. First, we will see like with the help of, with the help of table directly how we can fetch the data, or also, with the help of CDS, directly we can use the CDS to fetch the data into our ALV IDA. And interesting thing is also that like whatever the annotation you are going to use for the CDS layer, that annotation can be used over here, to present the data. So that annotation can be consumed, that annotation can be used by our system by this ALV with a IDA. So let's go here into the system, okay, and we will see how we can do this. Okay, so let me log into the system first. Okay, press enter. Okay, I will create one program, ZALV with IDA. First, we will see with the help of a table, right, how we are going to do. And we have already many CDS created with us. And we will see with the help of CDS also and how we can use the annotation for the series, right? So title I can give ALV with IDA, and the types executable program, click on the save button, lock up local object. Okay, now let's go ahead and we will create one program. Okay, so the main thing here, the class which we are going to use it, that important class is, the first I will note down that class. Okay, so CLGUIALV, okay, control space, and we will get that class name CLGUIALV IDA. Now just let me see what is that class name exactly, and with the help of that class, we are going to display the data. Okay, so I think CL salvi underscore GUI control space, and this is list IDA CL salvi. I think this one is the class which we are going to use. So whichever the class, like you can see there are many class, it was coming when I'm going to press control space over here, you can see, right, CL salvi GUI field IDA there are. So these all are the class for the different purposes, right? The main class which I'm going to use it over here is this one. With the help of this class we can display the data. Okay, so we can display the data, control space and create. You can see the two option is coming, right, or here directly the factory method. You can three factory method we are having: create for CDS view, DB capabilities, right? We are going to use this create because currently I'm just going to show you how you can display the table data. Then second option we will choose in order to display the CDS data. Okay, so shift and press enter. You can see the IV table name it is asking to give me. So here I can give the table name which I want to pass it. So maybe for I'm just going to give MAKT. It's a simple table which we can use over here. Other thing just I'm going to remove, and for the receiving we can use the new syntax. Okay, so data LO underscore ALV IDA, just I'm going to give this will give me a object in return. Okay, this object I can use it, and here you can see that you can catch the exception. Suppose something is going to be wrong, in that case we can catch the exception. So this also can be done, right? Just remove this one. I don't want to give all these things, and in one go just I want to give the exception. Remove this catch also for another. So and just I will give that into a new syntax, let us use, and LVEX exception. Okay, and if some problem is going to come, then we can write maybe a message LV underscore exe and type I, we can give it. Okay, press enter, save, incorrect nesting catch. Okay, so we have to actually put inside, we are just going to get this particular object, right, with the help of this class. So let's give the try and end try, right? So under the try and end try block I'm just putting all these things and I'm catching the exception. Okay, pretty printer, check the syntax again, some the last statement is not complete. Okay, and try, check the syntax, now it looks good. Okay, So we got the data, right? And this is the object which we have received now. With the help of this object, what we can do that, okay, so here like we are just going to control space, and here you have to select this full screen option. Okay, and in this full screen here also you can, everywhere you can, handle the exception. So just I'm not going to capture this part, right? In the same way you can handle the exception and the full screen. And again what we can do for the full screen, this display method, if you again give control space, you will be having the display method. You can use this display method over here, right? And you can get the data. Check the syntax now and we will see how the data is coming. Okay, so just activate this and just press F8, and you can see that with the help of ALV IDA, you don't have to create any field catalog and all. Automatically from the, you know, from the MAKT table, the data is coming. Whatever the data, whatever the field and data is there in the MAKT table, automatically it's coming, right? And the toolbar, the default toolbar is also coming over here. Okay, so maybe also like you can go to slash or SE11, and if you want to analyze the table over here, MAKT table, you can see the mandate, material, sprass, and someone has done some enhancement, right? Dot append, that's why the two extra field is coming, right? So no worries, the data is coming properly over there. And but the problem is one thing I can realize, the problem that two description is coming, MAKTX and MAKTG, material description and material description in uppercase for match codes. So two same kind of, two same kind of field is appearing over here, material description, material description. But here if you put the cursor, it is giving material description in uh, uppercase for match code object. And here, so maybe with the help of this tool tip, uh, you can differentiate what is the difference between this again. But if you want to put the explicit description over there, that also you can do. Okay, so that I will show you. Okay, first let us see, suppose if you want to remove some field. Okay, suppose if you want to remove some field, how you can do that one, how you can remove some field if you'll have to remove over there. So what, for that purpose, you have, first what you will have to do, and just for making it simple, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to remove this catch and all these things. It is not required as of now. Okay, but in real time scenario we are supposed to handle the exception. Okay, just making this demo simple, I'm just removing the catch and everything. Okay, this try and entry is also not required, try and entry is also not required. So what we got the object. Okay, and from that, with the help of that object, I'm just going to display the data. Now I want to display only some specific data, right? Currently it is showing us this data. I don't want to, for example, suppose I don't want to display this material description or this material description. Okay, so maybe this material description I don't want to display. I want to display this capital, means this one, material description in uppercase. Okay, so come over here. For that purpose, what we'll have to do, first you have to get all the field which is going to be displayed, and from there you have to delete the field which you don't want to display. So for that, we are having a field catalog over here which is going to give the all the available fields. So lo underscore alv underscore ida and control space you can give, and here you are having the field catalog, and with the help of this field catalog, again it is having the method. This method, like here you can search somewhere, it will be there, get available fields. Yeah, we are having this and we can use this one. Okay, just enable this one and ETS field name. This ETS field name, here we are going to give the field. Okay, so maybe directly we can give the field name over here, AT underscore fields, and let us see if it's working. Check the syntax. Yeah, it's fine. And here in this LT underscore fields, if you see, just activate this one and I'll put the point over here in order to show that it's getting all the field. Okay, press F8. It didn't stop over there. Okay, after that it is actually this I'm supposed to put afterwards. But if you see over here, the sixth field it is showing over, right? Country, ID, MAKTG and MAKTX, all these things is showing over here. I don't want to display this MAKTX. The fourth field I don't want to display. Okay, or whatever field you don't want to display, just you can remove from there. I'm going to put this display over here, right? So LT underscore fields, from the LT underscore fields, I have to remove that particular field. So how to do that? Delete LT underscore fields where the field name, it was table line, right? Table line equals to, and the field name I don't want to display MAKTX. So similarly, like if you want to delete another field, you can do, or whatever way your intention is to prepare this LT underscore fields with that value which you want to display, and that will have to pass it. Okay. So now what you will have to do, this value, this LT fields, now the final value which you want to pass to the uh, system, to the IDA, ALV IDA framework to display, that you will have to pass, and after that you will have to display. So how you can do that? So LO underscore, so set the value LO underscore ALV underscore IDA, right? And then the field catalog, if field underscore catalog, okay, and then we can, here we are having some method. I'm doing something wrong over here. ALO underscore ALV underscore IDA, this is fine. Field catalog, it also looks good. Okay, something, okay, catalog, actually it's a catalog, and control space, spelling is correct, incorrect, that's why it is not giving me the option. FIELD underscore catalog, and this time it should give me, yes, and the set available fields. So here you are having, first you have to get getter method and setter method, you can see over here we are having. So set available fields. So here ITS underscore field underscore names, we can pass this particular internal table which is having the required field to display, right? Pretty printer, check the syntax, it looks good now. So now to IDA framework, I have passed this available fields which I want to display. I put the breakpoint over here, I run it, and in LT underscore fields, you can see we are having 6 fields, having the table underscore line as a field name, and I wanted to remove this MAKTX. Okay, so it will remove now. Size our C0, that means successfully removed, and MAKTS got removed from here. Press F6 and this time it will display the output, and one field is not there, right? You can see only in the capital one it is there, the material description in a small it is not there, right? So this is how you can remove the field if you want to remove the field. Now what other things we can do? So suppose if you want uh, to put some column description, right? If you want to put some column description, so how you can do that one? Okay, so let me modularize little bit. So what I will do that I will put everything in perform. Okay, so perform uh, show a specific fields. Okay, so a specific fields. If you want to show the specific fields, then in that case we will have to do this particular things in the main program itself. Maybe I can do, and what I can do that all the codes which I have written over here, just I'm going to put it over there. Okay, so it will be a better presentation by this way. Okay, so how to show the specific field, we have seen something I'm doing wrong over here. Okay, importing directly it's coming. Okay, I missed this part actually. Control V. Yeah, now it's fine. Pretty printer, check the syntax and it's fine. Activate it. So, so a specific field, if we have to show some specific field in IDA ALV, how we can do that one. Now, I'm going to do that perform uh, column description. If you want to set the column description for a specific field. Okay, set column description. So for this, what we can do that so we are having, you know, a LO underscore ALV underscore IDA, this field catalog, right? This field catalog we are having. So this field catalog is, with the help of this field catalog itself, we can set the column description. Okay, so there is a method, different method it is there. Just we can use some method, we can find out some relevant method. Set unit unique row, this is fine. Here we are having, you can see the disable filter, disable sort, all these things is there. Disable option, enable text search, get all fields, right? All these things is there. Out of this we will be having, you know, one option that set field, something like, yeah, this one, set field header text. Just select this one and we have to set this value. Okay, so enable all these things and the field name, for what field I want to pass the description, right? So I want to pass the field MAKTG, right? That field name was MAKTG, and that IV header text, the column description, I just want to pass material description in capital letter, something like that. Its description is there for my match code object, for match code object. So let us see if it support this much length or not. I'm not sure. Tooltip, you if you want to put the new tooltip, so maybe I can write the new tooltip so that I will identify that it is coming due to this. And the IV tooltip text long. So long text also you can put it over this. I don't want to display over here. Just activate this one and check some problem is there. Literal material description is non-type incompatible with the format parameter. Okay, header text. Directly, I think we cannot pass this much name. IV underscore header underscore text. We'll have to see how we can pass it over here, right? So for that purpose, uh, the literal. What is the problem? It is fine. Non-type compatible with the formal parameter. Okay, let us see the type. What is the type of this? Double click over here. Okay, and we will see the parameter for this. So IV tooltip text, and this is the parameter. Double click over here. Just I'm trying to find out the parameter y tooltip. Okay, this is the type they have defined. Yes, 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 you are right. Yeah, I'm looking for the header text. Yes, header text. Double click over here, iv underscore header text, and this is the associated type. I will come over here, header text, and I want to see, just go back, and here we are having the associated type lvc underscore text underscore column. Double click, and this is the text 40. It looks good to me. So maybe what I will do, first I will uh, create one variable, and in that variable I will pass the value, and that variable I will pass, and we'll see it's working or not. Okay, so come over here and we'll define one variable. Okay, data. Okay, let me check. It is more than 40 characters, is it? Yeah. So material description in capital, just over, I will put it the test over here. Test material description in capital, and let us check if it is working. Okay, where it's coming in red, pretty printer, it's okay. Check, activate, it's fine now. Press F8, and this time it looks working fine. Yeah, this is fine. So that length issue was it was the problem due to the length. Okay. So test material description, it is coming. So whatever the column we want to put, that we can put it over here, right? So similarly, again, if you want to put the disable sort, disable filter, enable text search, everything we can uh, do with the help of this field catalog. Many methods is coming over there. Field catalog, it is having multiple function. With the help of those function we can achieve. Okay, so let me do something. So we can sort the disable. Suppose if I want to disable the sort function, so how we can do that? So disable sort. Okay, double click over here. Yes, and I'm going to disable the sort. Copy this. I will paste it over here. This will be not required now. I will come and I will see that we are having the disable filter, disable sort, all these things we are having. Disable aggregation also, right? So disable filter, just I'm going to disable sort. I'm just going to disable it, and the field name on which you want to disable the sort, you can just pass it over here. So matnr, just I'm passing this field, check this syntax, activate this one, and press F8, and we will see that now if you come over here and if you'll try to sort this material, it will not allow. You can see the desired operation cannot be performed for column material because due to that. Okay, so but if you try to put the sorting on this language key, you will be able to do, because we have not disabled for the language key, we have not disabled for this. Okay, so by this way, you, if you want, you can disable the sort. Okay, you can disable the sort. Similarly, if you means whatever you want to disable, there are many disable sorting, disable searching, all these things it was coming, we can use that one. Okay, so here also, like the one very important thing is that suppose if you want to pass the select option, okay, suppose if you want to pass the select option, how you can pass the select option? Means my requirement is something like select options and is underscore. For example, we are having the material number, or for example, maybe we are having the language. Okay, the two select option I want to give, and I want to see that how the based upon that I want to get the data, right? So select option, just I'm giving is underscore matter, and for MAKT I can just use over here MATNR, and I'm just going to define this MAKT as a work area. So tables MAKT. Okay, and one more select option maybe I can give. Select options is underscore MAKTX, not MAKTX, Spras. That means the language for MAKT hyphen Spras. Okay, pretty printer, and check the syntax now. Activate this one. Okay. Okay, so what I want to do, that when I'm willing to pass the material, whatever the material I want to pass, for example, suppose uh, I want to pass this material, I want to see the data related with 43 material number. Okay, here it is showing all the data because that implementation has not been done till now. So how to do that? Okay, how to do that? So for doing that, we have to prepare the name range. Okay, we have to prepare the name range. So how to prepare the name range? That is the important part. Okay, so to prepare the name range, we are again having the function. Let us see what are those functions to prepare the name range. So here we can create one more perform and prepare name range. Okay, to pass the or prepare select option, maybe better we can pass it the select option. Double click over here, click on this yes, and here I'm just going to pass the select option, prepare the select option. So our the main, the main is this one, field catalog, and with the help of uh, this something some function is called set name range or something like that. Let us see some. We are having set sort unique row field, unit data element, currency available, fields unique, get all, disable. Let me check what is that. Condition factory, default display options, field catalog, free full screen layout, persistence, replace, selection, set select option. Okay, we are having this one set select option, but first we'll have to prepare the name range. So to prepare the name range also we are having one method over here. Just I'm trying to look into that method. Selection, I think. No, this is not the selection, this is for set selection. Full screen, free, field catalog, display option, default layout, condition factory. Condition factory, is it? Let me check this one if it is. No, it is not. So actually, I will pass that, I will pass this select option into that method, and it will give me a name range. So I'm missing that particular uh, method. Let me search it out. ALV IDA name range. select options. Yes, this is fine. I'm looking for the name range. So first we have to create the, okay, we have to create this object CL salvi range tab collector. Okay, and with the help of this collector we have to create the name range, and after creating that collector we have to set that name range. Okay, so after that we have to get the get collected range also. Okay, so these are the class we have to use. So CL salvi range tab collector. Okay, so CL salvi range tab collector, let me go and use this class for that particular purpose. Okay, so come over here and maybe we can define that one. Prepare select option, CL salvi name range collector. I think something I'm doing wrong over here. Control space, CL salvi name range collector. This was the only class, right? Name range collector. Let me check once again. CL salvi name range collector. Range tab collector, in fact. CL salvi range tab collector. CL salvi range tab collector. Yeah, it came. So with the help of this class, what we can get that, let us see some method is there or not. There is no static method. I think we are having the instance method over there. So let us first create one object, LO collector equals new, and we can instantiate this uh, class over here. Come over here, LO underscore collector control space new CL salvi range tab collector. Why it's not showing? Let's go to this class and we will see what are the methods we are having. Add ranges for object name. This is the instance method. That's fine. And get collected ranges. So add range for names. We will use this one. Control V, control space. It's not working. Yellow underscore collector, something I'm giving wrong, is it? Control V, collector, control space. Okay, no issue. We will use this pattern button, or we will just directly go there and we will see what is the parameter it is having. So add range for names, click on this parameter, IV underscore name and IT underscore ranges it is passing. Okay, IV underscore name and IT underscore ranges, one is a string and another is any table. This is the parameter, only the importing parameter it is having, that's fine. Okay, so I will just paste it over here, IV underscore name and IT underscore ranges, and the method name it was add name range, right? So just copy this one, go back, and I will put this one. Control V, exporting and IV underscore name. So that select option actually I have to pass it over here. So the two select option I have created, ace underscore matner and ace underscore express. So these two I'm just going to pass it the table value, the content value I'm going to pass over here, and the it underscore ranges. Okay, actually this we are supposed to pass over here in range, and here the name of the field. So this is for the matner. So this matner I'm just going to pass and put into the full stop. Okay, so by this way we have prepared one name range. Similarly, if you want to prepare the another name range, just come over here, Control V, and I want to prepare for the select option ace underscore express. Okay, so for the language also I want to do the same thing. Same way I can do it over here for the language also. And here I have to pass the field name. So just I'm going to pass the field name over here. Express, save it, pretty printer, check the syntax, and it is telling yellow collect. Oh, sorry, actually I have not given the data keyword, and that's why it was not giving me. Fine. So now you can see that it is activated. So it will give you uh, the named range, and once the name range get prepared, you have to collect all the name range so that you can set those two into this ALV IDA. Okay, so let's do this one. Yellow underscore collector uh, hyphen and control space. Now it is coming get ranges. Okay, so press enter, importing, and you can see it underscore named ranges. Here we can get the lt underscore name range. Once we get this one, we have to just set it. Okay, we have to just set it. So how to set this one? We have get, and now we have to set. So set name range, we are having some function over here, set select option, right? We are having the set select option. Just use this one, and this lt name range we can pass it over here. Enable this one, lt underscore ranges, pass it. Yellow condition also you can pass. If you want to pass some specific condition, that also we can pass it. So for example, maybe I can show you over here. If you want to pass some specific condition, how you can do this one. So for this purpose we will have to again identify that you know, means what is the class and how it is, right? So for that we will have to go into this io underscore condition, the type of the class, the name of the class we'll have to find to identify the type. So let's go into that class. Okay, and I will show you. So set select option, this class is coming from this. Just double click over here, and model data, no, I don't have to go over there, and alo alv idea, this is my class name. Just save it and create. For this method I'm just going to create for this method and set select option, right? For this we are having iv table name dv, come over here, and we have the set select option. Set select option, just selection field set select option we are having. Go to this here, this is the instance method. Go to this parameter and we will check for the type ref to io underscore condition. So this is the interface it is using, and it is referencing, right? So type ref to this one. So directly what we can do over there, that we can pass the data to find out the condition. Okay, so how we can do that? So how we can pass that particular condition over there? Okay, so that for doing that one, let's go back to the program, and where is, yeah, set select options. Here IO underscore condition. In this condition we have to pass the condition. So one thing also I forgot to show you, like what the parameter will have to pass. So as of now let us forget this. Just I will show this one first. It underscore ranges, how we are going to do this one first, and after that we'll go for this condition. Okay, just press F it, and maybe suppose you want to see some value, for example this particular material number. So I want to see this particular material number. Okay, press F it, but it is not filtering that particular material number. It is showing something else, right? It is not filtering. Why it is not filtering? We'll put the breakpoint and we will see that what is the problem. Okay, set select option also we have done, all we have collected also, so it should work. Okay, put the breakpoint over here and we will see what is the problem. Just run it and press F6 F6. So in LT collector you can see that we have passed this material number, we are passing this language. Okay, and the get collected ranges we are having LT underscore name are. Okay, it's not getting any get collector. Why? Material number I'm passing over here. Here also it's a 0. Some problem is there. Okay, let us see why the data is not coming into this. Just go back, and I'm just going to give 150 over here, and in ace underscore matter, yeah, one record it's coming over here. In ace underscore matter we can see that this record is there. Press F6, and here we are having that ace underscore matter, we are having one record over here, and just I have passed to prepare the named range, and here ace underscore is passed, this is the 0, that's fine. LT name are get collected named range. Here actually we are getting the 0, that's the problem. Okay, at least this ace underscore material number, when we have passed it, it should come. Okay, this LT underscore name range, this particular value should come, but it is not coming. That one record is also not coming, so that we have to check why it's not coming. It should come actually. Okay, it should, it is supposed to come, then only we will be able to, you know, uh, then only we'll be able to find out like what is the why, like how we can uh, get the value. Okay, but the problem it is not getting. So what I will do that, press F8 and we'll go back, and I will do just select option session score matter. For all this thing is fine. Sparse I'm just going to remove, and we'll check for one field first, and then we will check with the another. Okay, okay, so set select option, this is sparse also I'm just going to comment, activate this one, activate this one, press F8, press F8. Without material it's working fine. Just I'm going to give some material over here, 150, press F8 and press F6. It's okay, s underscore matter 1 is going over there, get collected LT name R, and here it is, I'm able to get that one named ranges for one material. It's just showing me, right? It's working in this way, it's working, right? And just if you press F8, you know, one material it is showing, so it is filtering for the one material, but when it is coming for the sparse, it's not working. So what I will do that, I will come over here and I will remove this. Okay, and I will come once again over here, yellow collector it, remove, it is not required. And now whatever the value we are getting, this lt underscore name underscore r, maybe exporting set select option, that is fine. ld collector add range name, set select option, this is fine. And now what I'm going to do, that the value for add name range I'm passing the same again. Once again I will have to do it over here because in one go it's not taking. So lt underscore name underscore r, and here maybe I will keep it name underscore r, and append lines of lt underscore name underscore r1 to lt underscore name underscore r. Okay, append lines of this to this. Check the syntax. It is fine. Is unknown, it is telling. S underscore is plus. Why it is telling unknown? Okay, okay, okay. Yes, I have commented out. That's why, yes. Check and activate this one. Okay, just press F8, and now 150 I'm just going to give. Press F6, and here for the express I have not given anything. This is fine, it looks good. Now it should work fine. And this time we are going to just we are going to give the material and express value both over here. So de I can give over here, and we will see that how it's working. So for the material I have given, so for the material lt name r 1 has come, and for the express it has come whatever it is, right? S underscore sphere, we have passed it, and lt underscore name underscore r1, that okay. So if you see here, automatically this 150 and d is coming, right? That's what actually I was earlier also trying to get it, right? But if you just go here without, without appending this, actually appending is not required. Appending is not required. Okay, automatically this in lt underscore name r1, when we are going to get the collected ranges, whatever we have passed, that it should come. Earlier it was not coming, but this time it is coming. I don't know how it is happening. Something maybe I was missing at that time. Okay, this is fine because we are not having 150 and d combination over there. So again we will go to this prepare select option, and this I'm just going to remove, and get collected range only one time is fine, two times is not required. Check this lt underscore name r, this is fine, name underscore r1. Okay, check now, activate this one. Okay, so what I have done, I have just removed this yellow collector, right? Collector name ranges two times, collector is not required. Just I'm passing the material to prepare the name range. So system has internally prepared the name range and put in some variable. And again, when I pass this language, it has prepared the name range and it has put into some variable. And once it has put both these things, just I'm collecting those name ranges in lt underscore name underscore r1, and I'm passing it over here. Just activate it and press F8. So I'm just going 150 and going to D. There is no combination, so it should display that there is no value. Okay, no value, good, it's working. And if I'm going giving en, okay, and let us yellow collector, this is fine. For this material, one record. For this express, one record. Both I'm passing it over here, and the lt name underscore and two record, that's fine. For one for express and one for material, we got the named range. Press F6 and set the select option. So this should work fine, okay, and one material is coming right now. But what I want to do, if I want to pass only 150, it should give me again at least one, it should give, right? So press F6, and for this material number, just pass this. Also I have pass is pass, that is the blank material one, and lt underscore name r1. Yeah, this is working. This time it is working fine. It's okay. It is expected, so result will be also will be going to get the correct. So this is how you can pass the select option. You can also pass the parameter, okay. If you want to pass the parameter, that also we can do that, also we can see, okay. But before that, I would also like to show you something about, just activate this one once again. And like interactive ALV is also possible over here, okay. Interactive ALV is also possible over here. So uh, how we can create the interactive ALV report, kind of interactive ALV report, if we have to prepare, then how we can do it, okay. So what I'm going to do, that over here my requirement is that press F8. I'm going to remove this breakpoint 29th number line, okay. Press F8, and I want to display some hyperlink kind of things over here, underscore kind of things over here, okay. So to display the underscore kind of things over here, what we'll have to do, that first there is an option called to set the hyperlink, okay, in field catalog for this material, okay. So set a link kind of option is there, that with the help of that option we will put the underscore kind of, like, hotspot kind of things we are going to put. And once we will put, then once after clicking on this particular material, I want to see the detail of this material. That is my requirement, which I want to do. So let us do that one, okay. So first put the hyperlink, okay. So to put the hyperlink, what we'll have to do, that uh, let me perform set hotspot, something like that. Let me write perform set hotspot for Matner. Double click, and this is the main object. I'm just going to use this one. Control V hyphen control S, and we will be able to see some option over here to set the hyperlink. Toolbar we are having, okay. Text search standard function, set view parameters, maximum number of rows. Okay, I'm not able to see that option. No issue. I will show you this use of this toolbar. Then we will check that one how we can do, because I'm not able to find. Maybe some another class will be there to put that hyperlink. Okay. So, how to use this toolbar? Okay. Suppose if you want to use this toolbar, so this toolbar can be used. For example, suppose if you want to put the single selection, okay. So for that purpose you can use, or suppose if you want to use the add button, for that purpose also you can use, okay. So I'm just going to like lo underscore alv underscore ida toolbar, and suppose I have to add one button over there, okay. So just I'm going to add one button. So for any button you can pass the function code, so that After clicking on that button, that code will be triggered. Okay, icon also you can pass. So maybe we can select some icon from the icon table. Okay, go to S11 and icon you can go, press F7 and you can see the available list of icon from here, and you can give the name or whatever. So any icon we can, suppose if you want to see the display detail of any field, so maybe uh, I can search for the detail. This button we can, I can select detail. Just I'm going to use this one. I can select detail, copy this, and I will paste it over here. Control V, come over here, remove this name of an icon. Okay, IV underscore icon. If disable, no, it is not disabled. So by default, it is going to be enabled. IV underscore text. If you want to give some text, display, uh, detail display or detail and quick info. So here also just I'm going to give the detail as a quick info. IV is checked. I don't know what is this. I just am going to remove this one. This also I'm just going to remove and disable this. If you want to disable, you can mark it X over here, but I don't want to disable as of now. This catch I don't require as of now. Pretty printer, check the syntax, and this is fine. Activate this one and we'll just press F8. I'm just also going to remove this breakpoint. Activate this, press F8, and just I'm pressing F8, and you can see we are having the detail button over here, right? But the icon is coming differently, right? I have given this name, correct? Where it gone? Icon select all. This icon actually I have given, right? This icon I have given. This is the ID. Icon select detail. Button is X. Function is X. Function is assigned. Its meaning means the function is assigned to this particular button. Okay, but why it's not coming? That is a question. Let me go once again into the program and I will run it. Just go back, activate, just go back. Okay, again I will go into display and run this. We will check. Again it's not coming. This detail, other thing is coming fine, but the icon is not coming as expected. Okay, it should come as expected because we are passing everything correctly over here. Or are we doing some mistake? IV underscore icon, this looks good. Icon selector, let me give some another icon over here and we will check. Icon OK, just copy this one, and icon OK, just I'm going to use this one. Control V, activate this one, press F8, press F8. This time is also, every time it is coming detail, every time it is coming detail. Okay, let me do one thing. I'm just going to remove this F code from here. Just I'm going to keep icon, and okay, and I will check. Maybe that F code might be impacting something. No value was passed to the mandatory parameter. It is telling this is a mandatory parameter and we are supposed to pass the mandatory parameter. Okay, but when we are passing the mandatory parameter, it's not working. That is the problem. Icon underscore OK. Icon should come as it is appearing over there in the icon table. Okay, so just run once again and we will see. Are you able to see any problem over here, Jaya, in this? It looks good, right? Toolbar, add button. We are just adding the button icon. Okay, everything is fine over here. But what is the problem? Icon. Okay, internal. This is the name. Short text. Continue. Okay, I'm just going to remove this one when I'm going to give this icon. So this icon is coming, but the icon, this is the by default. I think this icon is coming by default over here. Suppose I'm not giving any icon over here, then how it's going to come? And the text, maybe I can give the text over there. So without giving the icon, the detail is coming. Okay, the push button is coming, but the icon is not coming. I don't know what is the actual problem. It should come over there. Okay, it should come over there. So this is the ID. It is fine. This is the name which we are supposed to pass because this is a technical name. Choose detail, choose detail. It's okay. Fine. So yeah, yeah. So that is for when we'll have to show the status like green and all those kind of status if we'll have to show there. But this is our icon table. In this icon table, this generally we pass the name. Okay, we pass the name and it works, but I don't know why it's not working. I'm not sure because when we pass the name it should work. This is the name, ID, status, message, function. Okay, locked, locked icons, class. Are we selecting the lock icon? Yeah, function key is also there. Yes. No, actually it is telling, yeah, so see, you can see here, like for example, uh, let me select any of this. Okay, I can pass the icon text value, column, button, and the function is X. This function, it will be having two value. Either it can be assigned, the flag set event has occurred, and flag is not set. So like, what kind of this is the function. This is not the function code. Okay, this is just a if you want, and simply we can give the X over here. I don't think so it will work. Actually, it should work with the help of icon name itself. Activate once again. Press F8. Press F8. See, it is not working the same way it is coming. No worries. What we will do, we will not use this icon. We will put the F code over here. Display. I will activate this. Press F8. Press F8. This icon detail is coming. Now actually what I want, you can see the single I am able to select. I want to select a complete record over here. I want to select this complete record over here. Okay. So for that we can again use the field catalog option. So lo underscore alv underscore ida uh, yeah. Mhm. At the rate, where you want me to give at the name, right? For the name you want me to give at the rate. Okay, okay. Yes, yes. Icon. Okay. Means I didn't get you. Can you? Uh, right, right. Yes, yes. Okay. So can you tell me what is the code for this? From where we can get the code? Do you know? Hmm. Okay. So just let me check it out. Uh, icon code in SAP. Okay. So these are the. So for example, let us take some any icon code from here. This ID we can take, and just I'm going to pass this ID. Control V, and I can pass it this ID over here. What? Okay, so I'm just passing it. Check the syntax. Icon is not there. I think it was name. Control F2. Okay, what it was then? Quick info F code text. I'm just going to cut it. IV underscore icon actually it was. Okay, IV underscore icon. So IV underscore icon we can pass it over here. Okay, other thing just I'm going to remove. Now it looks good. Check this. Uh, F code here I'm passing this F code and activate this one and we will run this. Yeah, this time it is coming. Yes, you were right. So that means we'll have to check that icon code and that will have to pass because that name is not taking from there. So that icon ID, so from icon table, this ID is there. So internal, this ID, there will be some code table. I don't know which is that table. But generally I used to pass this. This also works, this name also, but here I don't know why it's not working. I have tried with the name also and it works, but maybe. But here, which is the table? SAP icon tab. Let me search out the table. slash o AC11 icon star, and there are icon classes, icon groups. No, this it does not look. There will be some table from where they have got all this list. Cut, copy, paste, and display. So maybe detail icon. Just I'm going to search for the detail icon. Icon select detail. So this one at the rate 16. This we can get it out. Come over here and we are going to give this value over here. Control V, activate this one and just run this, run this. Yeah, it's coming fine. The detail, this is what actually we were looking for. And with the help of this icon code, it's working fine. Thank you, Jaya. So, fine. Now, what we can do that I want to enable the selection. I want to enable the selection. This is my requirement now. I want to enable the selection. So to enable the selection, how to enable? Actually, currently I'm able to select only one over here, right? So I want to select the complete row over there. So for that purpose, what we can do, let's go to the change mode and I'm going to create one more perform enable single row selection. Okay, check the syntax, double click over here. I will create the subroutine over here and the single row selection. This is again we are having uh, go to this IDA, the main object, control V, control space, and this is the field. This field will have to use the field catalog, and here we'll be having the select option or set selection, something kind of like that. So set data element, set sort, fixed, available fields, currency, available, no, it is not there. I think we are having set selection here itself, control space, and selection we are having this method. Just select this one, and here if you come control space and set selection mode, this you have to use. And in this IV mode, either you can pass from the interface the value or else you can simply pass the single. Okay, so check this and activate this one. So there are three types of mode that you can check it. You can go from there and you can check it. Now you can see that I'm able to select it completely. Okay, now I'm able to select it completely. Now my requirement is when I'm click on this detail button, it should display the detail value over here. So to do this, how we can, what are the steps we'll have to follow? So for doing this particular, for achieving this particular requirement, it is a kind of interactive report. So let's create one more subroutine, perform uh, interactive report, double click, yes, and click on this OK button. So to create an interactive report, what we'll have to do that we have to create one local class. Okay, And in that, we are going to use a method which after clicking on the particular single row, and when we are going to click on the detail, it should give me the detail. Okay, so for that we are going to create one method, and that method we will register with the event. Okay, so let's create one class, a local class. Okay, so class uh, LCL, and maybe we can give IDA definition end class, and in this we have to use the public section. In this public section we can give the method, we can give maybe handle click. This is the method, and for which event we are going to use this one, so that event will have to mention over here. So this is the method. Actually it should be methods handle click for event, so the event name will have to mention. So how to identify the event, what is the event? Okay, so when we are going to click on this when we are going to click on this particular detail button, at that time that value is coming from the select option, right? Set selection mode. You can see that the value is coming from the set selection mode. So to creating the set selection mode, to create the set selection mode, what we'll have to do, first we have to identify that first we'll have to identify that particular interface. So how to identify that interface? So we'll go to the set selection mode, right? Or maybe we'll go to the selection, right? Come over here and we'll go to the selection, go to this class directly over here. Yes, and create. In this create, we'll go to this parameter, right? Go to this here, and here the set selection option. This is the method. We'll click, go to this parameter now, and then the IT ranges, IO condition. No, it is a select option. Actually I'm looking for set selection. Set, this is the actually selection. Go to this parameter, and you can see this is the RO selection, and the interface associated with this is this one. Okay, so this is the interface which is associated. So for this you will have to you will have to create one a method for this for this interface. So the interface name is this one. If you double click on this interface, for this interface you are having the event associated with this. Okay, there is no event, then how? We'll have to identify the proper interface. RO selection is the parameter. This is the associated type. It looks good to me. IVC SALV GUI selection IDA. This is the selection IDA. Maybe for the toolbar it will be there, because here you can see there is no event. So we'll not be able to use this one. There must be some event. Okay. So come over here and we will see for the toolbar, because that select option, that my requirement, let me once again just activate this one, edit, and some problem is there, create MAKT. What is this problem? Check end class. Okay, because we are defining here, just I'm going to comment this one. My requirement is that when I'm going to click on that detail button, when I'm going to click on this detail button, it should display this particular row detail. Okay, so this detail button is coming from the toolbar, right? Toolbar object it is coming. So you can see that we have this the toolbar button, it is coming, right? So actually I'm looking into the wrong things. Toolbar, I will have to check in the toolbar. So just go here, the toolbar method, we'll go to the toolbar method, go here, and under the create, go to this parameter, come over here, go here, and the toolbar, let us search for the toolbar. Here it is, and again go to this parameter, this, and the associated type is this one. And here we will check if the event is there or not. So the for toolbar, this is the event, it is there, right? So I'm just going to copy this and I will paste it in a notepad because I will be required this one. This is the same as you have been doing in the oops ALV. And this is the interface. Just I'm going to use this interface. Go back, go back, go back. And now we are going to create that method, right? So enable this one, and in this method, end class definition, this is fine. Method handle click for event. What is the event? The event name I have just noted. Function selected for of which interface? This interface. So I'm going to create one method. Okay, I'm just going to create one method, this handle click for event function selected of this interface, because the same interface means for the object of, compatible object of the same interface I'm using over here, like in the add button, right? So just I'm using that interface event so that when I will click on the button, it will trigger. Okay, click on this pretty printer, and in the after the methods, we are just going to end class we have already written, and we have to now implement this class. Okay, so class LCL underscore IDA implementation end class, and in this I'm just going to implement this method. So method, come over here, end method, and this is the method which we'll have to implement. So after clicking this one, you know and here I will put the breakpoint, maybe just to show you that once you register this particular method with this event, and when you will click over there, this method should be triggered, right? So break point pretty printer, check the syntax, activate this one, and it is activated. Okay, so I have to register this method with this event so that when I will click on this uh, particular button, this method should be triggered. So copy this method, okay, and I will come over here in interactive report and set handler. I will write set handler, and here I will give the method, right? Here I will give the method for event, for the set handler for event. What? This is the event function selected, right? So this event I will have to give, and once we give the event, then it's going to work, right? So uh, maybe this event we can copy and we can paste it over here, function selected. But the thing is that this event actually, this actually will not have to give. This event we cannot give over here. We'll have to give which particular row we have selected. So that selection we are making from where? That selection we are making from the toolbar, right? So we are clicking on the toolbar. So uh, what we'll have to give, actually we'll have to give this one. Okay, this particular object will have to give LO underscore ALV underscore IDA and this toolbar. So for that toolbar, I'm just going to handle, I'm just going to set this method. Okay, full stop. And this method, what is this method? The method of this class, right? So maybe you can mark it as a class method so that I can directly call it from there. So the class method, just I'm going to copy this one, and the name of the class is LCL underscore IDA. Control V, and this is the class method. The static method I have called it over here for this event. Check the syntax now. if there is some problem, LCL IDA is unknown. The system is telling it is unknown. Fine. So what I will do, I will just use this one in beginning. Okay. Control V. Check the syntax. Now it's fine. Activate it. And now if we're going to run this one, just run it, run this, and I'm just going to select any value, and what I will do, I will put on this click on this detail button. You can see that it is triggering my breakpoint. That means my handler is working fine. This handler method is triggering perfectly, and here I will write the logic, whatever you want to write the logic. Currently I want to display the detail in this detail way, right, like we do in the table and all. So for example, slash OSC11 uh, Amara, we can go, and when we click on the, and when I select this one and we can click on this display button, it is showing like this. So kind of like in this way I want to show it over there. So to do that, what we'll have to do, that first come over here in the program. This is our program. Go back, and so a specific interactive report section will come over here. In the interactive report, just I am handling this one, and in the method, what we'll have to do, we'll have to write the logic over here. So first I have to get the selected rows, right, and then only we'll be able to display. So there is automatic here we are having automatic method over here, and that method is something, I will just write it over here in the method itself. Maybe we can write data, and actually we'll have to get the selected uh, value. We have to, like, that is the MAKT compatible, right? That is the MAKT compatible. So let's define first a work area LSW equals to, or maybe simply I'm just going to write data ls underscore wa type MAKT, so that I will get it those data from the selected rows into the ls underscore wa, right? And we are having a method now. So if you see that, let me copy the uh, main object lo underscore alv underscore ida control v hyphen, and we are having the selection, right? We are having the selection. Just give the selection ACLE control space. We are having this selection shift into, and here also we are having get selected row. We are having this, and we can use this one to get the selected rows. So this is underscore row is dynamic one. Okay, whatever from there it will come dynamically, it will determine. Okay, so here in this exporting IV underscore request underscore type, okay, and the ITS underscore requested underscore fields. This, if you want, you can directly, you know, if you want, you can remove this one. This is not required, like request type and requested fields. I just want to get all the fields. So in the reporting, I'm going to use directly over here like this, and ls underscore wa. This there is a one more class we are having, probably cl underscore salvi underscore ida underscore show, something like that. So let me press enter. Cl underscore salvi underscore, let me check in AC24 slash, so AC24 we are having actually one class which will directly display that one. Okay, so cl underscore salvi and ida star show, press F4. Yeah, this is the actually we are having the class this class we can use over there. Okay, control V, and we can use, there is a method called display, and directly we can use this method. And is underscore data, this you can just pass it and it will show you the detail. That's it. It's easy to display over here. And here, suppose if you want to give some, you know, complete details, something like that, or detail, okay, activate it and run this. And I'm just going to select this one and click on this display, and you can see here the display with the help of that class in another windows it is getting open. Okay, so like that we can achieve the interactive reporting. Like that we can achieve the interactive report. So another way is also, like here we can put the underscore. Suppose if you have to enable the hotspot over here, that also actually we can do. Let me search for that class. I was using that one, but I don't remember. Okay, uh, enable hyperlink in ALV IDA. I think hyperlink in ALV ABAP. Link in ALV. No, this I don't want. ALV IDA. It's easy over here, but in conventional one you will have to do a lot of many things. Okay. Yeah, I think this is a good one. Here they have, you know, this ALV IDA on this website, Naimesh Patel website. They have nicely given all these things. If you want, you can go over here and everything in detail. Activate hotspot. Actually, I was looking for this. Display AS link to action. Okay, so call method field catalogs and display options, and then display as link to option. Okay, so this is the method. Actually, with the help of this we can display the link over there. So hyperlink, I was trying to display hyperlink somewhere. Prepare select column. This is fine. Hotspot, yes, this is the hotspot I was trying to do. Toolbar, no, in hotspot I have given this. So this is at wrong place actually. Let me control X. I will copy this and I will create one more perform over here. Maybe perform add toolbar, and I will paste that code over there. Control V. Just save it. Check if yeah, it's fine. And there in activate hotspot or something like that, set hotspot matter. Here I will use that one. Okay. So the object will be same. Okay, control V, and here we are having control space and display option. Actually this is the method, and here again we have to give control space and enable hyperlink row alternative, set focus, set title, enable double click. Okay, if you want to enable the double click, you can do it over here. I am looking for hyperlink option. Let me check once again. Display options, this is fine. Display as link to action. Okay. Declare the event handler, that's fine. Set handler, field catalog. Okay, that is the property of field catalog actually. That's why I'm not able to get over there. So the field catalog, we have to use the field catalog, control space, the field catalog, and now the display option, control space, and the display options, and here I have to use this control and this display as a link. Yeah, now I got this one, and on material number I want to enable that one. So give the material number over here, pretty pinto, check the syntax and activate this one. This is what I wanted. Okay, press F8, press F8, and you can see over here that now the underscore underscore is coming. And when I press on this 62, 63, 64, it should display me in the same way, right, as I'm doing for the detail. Because underscore, I have enabled the hotspot, right, but it's not doing anything. So for that also, again in the same way, you can see it you can create one more method in the same class. Okay, handled click. Maybe I'm just going to show you this also. Copy this, and the important thing is to identify the event. Okay, that is the important thing, to identify the event. So I'm just going to copy this, and I will show you here also how we can identify the event. Handle click uh, hotspot, maybe I can give. And the same thing I want to do. Hotspot, get selected rows. But here I don't know the get selected rows, this will work or not. Let us see if it is going to work or not. Okay. If it does not work, we will see with some another way. We are having some another way also to get the, if you want to uh, get all the field, all the row data which we have selected, that also we can get it. Okay. All the row data also we can get it. That is also possible. So let us see how to do that. Okay. Come over here, just activate this. Let me see what is the problem. Handle click hotspot does not exist. Definition part we have not given. Copy this and we'll put this one under the definition part also. So implementation, this is the implementation. Definition is, I have put the definition over here. Control V, and this also let us make it the class method only. So we'll not have to instantiate, and directly we can use it over here. Okay, full stop. Petty pin to check the syntax and activate this one. Okay, fine. So come over here and interactive report. This we have written this interactive in this report itself, or maybe interactive. Just I'm going to copy this and I will paste it over here. Interactive report for hotspot. Interactive report to handle hotspot. To handle hotspot. Okay. Press. Routine name is longer than 30 characters. Yes, we cannot give more than 30 characters. Interactive report to handle hots. Just I'm giving. Yes. And now we have use over here. So the first thing it should be, the main thing we'll have to define the handler, right? The main thing is that one, to define the handler. Here just I have copied class methods. So for the event, so what event it will get triggered when we are going to click on that particular hotspot. So how that hotspot we have got, that is the important thing. How that hotspot we have got. So to get the particular hotspot, that is uh, like, just let me show you once what I'm trying to tell. Go to edit, and what happens over here, field catalog set available fields, lt underscore fields expected. Okay, let me comment this one, does not exist. Okay, I'm going to comment this one also as of now. Activate this one, activate, press F8, and what we can do, what I'm trying to do, like when I click on this 45, it should trigger the event. So event, to trigger the event, you can see the how the data is getting displayed. This data is getting displayed with the help of which function? With the help of which function this data is getting displayed? This data, all the data is going to get displayed with the help of this function lo underscore alv underscore IDA, and this full screen and then display. This is this is how our data is going to display. So maybe one option is there that like whatever the field is going to be set, we can go and check like if some event is there or not. So function selected, we are having this iv underscore salvi underscore GUI full screen underscore IDA. We are having this function, we are having this interface over here, and in this interface we are having the function selected, right? But I'm looking for the row selected or something like that. So maybe we can try for this also, right? So let me copy this one, this function selected. Okay, come back, and for the function selected, just once again we can go over here, go to this display IDA, go to this events, function selected, and we'll see the parameters for this. What is the parameter? Select this one, click on this parameter, ev underscore f code we are having, right? Ev underscore f code we are having when, when we are going to use the function selected. So what we can do that, okay, already we are having, we are using this function selected. Okay, already we have registered this event function selected, right? So I don't think so again we will be able to use. Let me check if we can do so. For event function selected and the interface, but this interface was different. If you see, this interface was different, so maybe it will work. So just I'm going to comment, and again I will double click over here, click on this is, and I will just copy this, just go back, and off, control V, full screen IDA. Fine. Check the syntax now, and implementation missing for handle click. Handle click. That's fine. Let's define it over here. Enable this. Fine. Check the syntax now. There is no problem. Activate it. But the thing is, let's first set the handler also. Okay. So set handler. So the handler method will have to give. So the handler method, what we are having as of now, in the same way, we are just going to copy the existing one, this, okay. Set handler, control V, and for this is not a toolbar, right? This is for the display. So where is the display? We are having the select option, come over here, go up here. This we are having, right? So this display, full screen display we are having, just come back and we'll give it over here, and let us see if it is working or not. Check the syntax, display does not a returning parameter. I think we'll have to use the full screen only because there is no returning parameter. Check the syntax. The handler method is only defined for the trigger object of if salvi GUI toolbar IDA, but the system attempts to register the trigger object full screen IDA. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Yes. Handle, this was the different method. Handle click hotspot. Yes, we'll have to use this. Yes, check the syntax now and it is fine. Activate this one. and we will see first that whether it is working or not. So for that purpose, I'll put the breakpoint over here, breakpoint, full stop, activate, and just press F8, and we'll select this one and press, but it is not triggering. This is another problem. Or let us double click over here. Double click is also not working, but even a double click we have not enabled, so maybe that is the reason it is not working. But the thing is, you know, uh, we are having this 57 underscore. This will have to enable. How to do this one? So I think we'll have to get the another event. We are not having the proper event. Okay, so let me think about that event. What is that event? Mm, So underscore, how we are setting the underscore? Another way to find out the proper event is that underscore, how we are finding setting the underscore. Let us see that how we are setting the underscore. Display the link, this one. Display options we are having, right? So double click over here because on the maintainer we are putting the underscore, and our requirement is to, when I'm clicking on that particular maintainer, it should work, right? So I'm just trying to find out here some valid event if we are having, right? So here the method, this is the method. I'm looking for the interface where we can get some proper events. So this is the interface for this display option. Let's go here and go to this event, sale action. Okay, so this event, maybe this will work. Okay, so sale action, I'm just going to copy this and paste it over here, control V, and this interface, just copy paste this interface. Okay, just go back, go up, and here for event, this is the event sale action. Copy this, control V, and the interface, this is the interface. This is the interface I'm just going to use. Okay, check the syntax now. Okay, what now it is telling? The handler method handle click is only defined for the trigger object field display opt set handler. We are handling this one. Yeah, what, Jia? We were telling something. Handle click hotspot full. Yes, yes, yes. This one, this for this also will have to change. Yes, you were right. So, right, right. Yes, we'll have to use the same interface. So, this one actually, so we'll have to use this much because this display option we are getting, we are this is the returning the interface. This interface is returning the display options interface is returning, right? So this is the interface is returning arrow display options from here. So I will have to use this much. This much I will have to. So just I'm copying this and go down, and here I'm just going to register. Check this, and this time it's fine. Activate, and let us see it's working or not. I have already put the breakpoint. Yes, it is there. Just run this, and we'll put this 60. Yeah, and this time you can see that it has triggered my breakpoint. Okay, this time it has triggered my breakpoint, and also it is working fine because I have already put my code over there and pasted. That's why it is working, right? So you can see that mandate 60, all these things is coming over here, and it's working fine. So this is how, you know, the you can display, we can get the selected rows, right? We can get the selected rows and we can display. Okay, and I think all the important topics we have covered here in this ALV IDA interactive also we have covered. Uh, Select options also we have covered. Similarly, like there are many things like from the internet can be seen. Okay, the basic I think it's clear as of now from this website, or I think in SAP Yard also they have written a nice article in this SAP Yard. Okay, I was referring this SAP Yard and this Gvolving. Okay, so here also ALV IDA, I think here it can be searched somewhere like we can search from the Google SAP Yard ALV IDA, and there also they have written some good article, and Gvolving also it was good, and there can be lot of, but I have seen at these two places and they have explained it nicely and written nicely. Gvolving is best. I always refer Gvolving. Anytime if I have to find something, I always refer. Might be you people also would be referring. Okay, fine. So now the CDS view, suppose if you have to call, okay, so it will not take more time. And with the CDS view also, we are going to complete our session. ABAP on HANA course will be also completed. So I will quickly show you how to call the CDS view and how you can use the annotation over here. So go to SE, not AC. I have to open the HANA Studio and I will get some CDS view over here. Okay. So suppose if you want to find out what are the CDS view available from here itself, okay, which I have created maybe, or suppose some table is using some CDS view. For example, I have used in many places, I have used Marcy, okay, and just I want to find out this Marcy wherever I have used. So I will use this where used, and here you will see somewhere DDL source. Okay, this one. You'll have to select this DDL source. You can just remove this, and wherever CDS it has been used, it will show us. So you can see that the CDS it is showing me. I have used the CDS inner CDS. There are many CDS I have created, right? MB CDS2, CDS so the one which I have created, this I remember the CDS inner I have created. So maybe I can show you this one. Okay. Materials with error, Z association test. This one also I have created. So ZCDS inner just I'm going to use. Okay. Yeah. And copy this one, this data definition CDS source. Okay. Here you can get the name. So this is how you can also find one way. And I'm just going to comment this, and instead of this what I will do CL salvi underscore GUI underscore table underscore IDA, and from here control space create for CDS view. Just the second option you can select, and you can directly use the CDS view over here. Okay, you can directly use the CDS view over here. Just give this value, the CDS view. So in your program directly, if you want to use in ALV, and you can see there's GUI container, and if you want to some extra calculation, okay, if you want to calculate some field and if you want to put into the ALV inside, okay, and some extra column if you want to calculate and you want to display, that also you can do. So there is a good article in this Gvolving, if you will find the calculated row, something like that, calculated column, something like that, it has been there. You can see here new calculated fields. So you can go through this article. It's very easy to understand over there and to implement also. Okay, so row underscore ALV underscore GUI underscore table underscore IDA, and here we can just get these particular things, and other thing is going to be same, right? Other thing it's going to be same. Nothing is going to be changed, everything is going to be same. Just if you run it, okay, run it, maybe you will get some dump because the field I'm choosing over here, that's different. Okay, so that's why we are getting the dump. So what we will do that, go to SE38 and what we can do, MAKT is there. Okay, so better so a specific fields because it will not get and all these things. So what I will do that I will prepare one uh, CDS quickly. Okay, and right click over here, go to ABAP perspective, reset. Yes, I want to reset. Go come over here and go here, local object, right click, and from here itself I will create so that every field and everything will be there, and I will not have to change. So let us quickly create one CDS, core data services, core data services, and data definition. Next, and the simple JAD MAKT. I'm just going to use the MAKT description. Next, next, click on this finish button. Join, it is not required. I don't want to use the join and all over here. Inner join, just going to remove. Simple select query I want in form of CDS. Okay, define view from Mara, and source I'm just going to give the MAKT. Okay, and here the field name which I have to use, so key MATNR, edge MATNR maybe, or simply we can give the field. Okay, so key express. Okay, and what are the other fields? So mostly whatever we have been using over here, that we can use it over here. Matner, Express, uh, yeah, MAKTX and MAKTG. I think MAKTG was also there. So maybe, and the SQL view name we can give SC the same name, JAD MAKT, JAD control V and SC11. That's it. Just save it, and I'm just going to activate. I'm just going to activate. And this CDS, so any CDS you can use, CDS with association, VDM, whatever CDS, any kind of CDS we can use over there. I have tried with all kind of CDS and it works fine. Okay, so you can also try with any kind of CDS, it will work. Give this control V, activate it. Okay, and just run this. I'm just running this. Again, it is giving some error. Unknown name. Okay, what is unknown name? Raise exception, LXL1. Mapping unknown. Okay, so where it can be this problem? CDS entity. Okay, let me do one thing. I will put all the field over there. So I will use the select star in the CDS. Okay, define view as select a star from MAKT. Remove this. Okay, and remove this one also. Just save it. Activate this, and let me see if some problem is there. ABAP syntax contains warning. Just warning is there because I'm not using any CDS element, and it got successful. Okay, so ZMAKT underscore SC11 just I'm going to use, and let us see if this time also it is giving some error. Run this, and this time also it's giving error, no issue. I will go and do some changes where I'm using the MAKT. Okay, wherever I'm using the MAKT, so tables, that's fine. Tables, this should not create any problem. This is okay. MAKT underscore SC11. Actually, I'm supposed to use this CDS entity. Okay, where is this one? ZMAKT. This is better to use. So the first modification, just I'm going to use the give this name ZMAKT. Let me put it in capital. Otherwise, again it will give the error. ZMAKT ALV IDA so specific fields. That's fine. This time it will get all the fields. Or maybe I will put the breakpoint and I will see where it is giving the problem. Press F8, press F8, perform. I think a lot many sessions are open. Close the session, some of the session. Okay. Debugging, switch to a standard. Okay. So press F5 and here it is fine. F6. LT underscore field, 6 fields is there. This is fine. All the fields got selected. Press F6. This is okay. Here there is no problem. Column specific MAKTG. This is also fine. Okay. Add toolbar. This is also good. Hotspot. Enable single selection. Interactive report. Okay. Set handler. Display. When we are going to click on this display, at this point of time, it's a yeah. This time it is working. Okay. It was giving the dump, but now it is working. Okay. So just I'm removing this one. And so only the difference what I have done the changes with AC11 it is not working, but with CDS, actually we are every time we are supposed to use this view. This is just for technical purpose. Okay, if we're going to put the select query in your program also in in your uh, ECC program or S4 HANA program in backend, we are supposed to use this CDS view, not this one. This is just for technical purpose, so better to use this one. Okay, or if you are going to use in transient provider, there you will have to use this name in transient provider, but this you will have to ZMAKT we are supposed to use in, and that's the reason I think it was giving me the error. Let me try once again with this. If you put the select query, if you put the select query in if you put the select query in either of this, okay, both will work, but we are supposed to use the CDS view name. Just activate this one, activate once again. I will put the breakpoint over here, and I think at that point itself it was giving me the error. Press F6, and here itself it is giving the error. That means here it is strictly expecting that to give the CDS entity name, right? ZMAKT underscore SCLF, this one. Just save it, and that's it. And if you want to give some annotation and all, the annotation and all, like end user text, like for each field, if you want to put the annotation, the same annotation, all the annotation, it will work here also. All the annotation, like suppose if you want to change some value, maybe I can show you some annotation over here. Just go here in this and CDS annotation, Z uh, basic VDM. No, we have created some VDM. Let me search that VDM. CO cells, ZVDM view cells. See, let me see if some. This is the SQL. Okay, I opened the wrong one. Come once again, and this is the view. This Z VDM CO cells. I think I have also given some MB kind of stuff. CO, or maybe we can use this one. Lips BBAP, BBAK, BBAP. This we are using CO cells. I think this one I'm not sure, but let me try with this. This one, yeah. So if you want to know this annotation at the rate end user text dot label, if this you want to use this one, we can use this one. Okay, so whatever the label you will give, that will come. Okay, so that you can try. Okay, so this annotation you can try yourself. So this label like in UI5 or Fury, this works, and in this also works for this ALV IDA also. This can also be tried. Okay, this can also be tried. So let me now try with this. Come over here and that annotation control V and Martner. I'm just going to use that key Martner edge material. So whatever this material and all, but the material and all we are using over there, system will not identify. So just I'm going to give this material, but the annotation I want to give something like material. Okay, so let us see if it's working or not. Okay, and another field also we can give the key, give the comma over here, express edge language. No, let's use the express only, and maktx, maktx as maktx. So one annotation I have given over here. Okay, and it should work. So just I have activated, activation got successful. Okay, just run this one, and let us see. Press F6, F6. It looks good. Some dump is coming because I'm not taking all the field. It is telling MAKTG does not exist. Fine. So I will remove that, or I will just put the MAKTG as well over here, comma MAKTG. Other field, I think I'm not using, so we don't have to bother. MAKTG I was using. I missed to give over here. Let us run once more again. Run this one, run this, press F6, 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 F6. This time it should, it looks, it is fine. Press F8, and you can see the item material description, and here you can see the material is coming, right? Here the language key is coming. So whatever the annotation you will give, let me uh, change this material test. I'm just giving over here, just save it and activate it. Okay, and I will just run once again. Just run once again. Press F8, F8, and let us see the material test is coming, right? So the annotation works, whatever the annotation you can you are going to use over here. That's why it is the CDS is so powerful, code to data, like at the database layer, at the database layer you are going to directly write the code. You don't have to write any logic over here, and you can see that whatever you are giving, this is a simple annotation. Similarly, we are having a lot many annotation, right, that we can use, that you can use over there. This sum and all also it should work if you want to give this sum annotation and all. But we have to try. I have not tried all these things, so not sure how to work and how to deal with this with ALB IDA. I have shown you like in transient provider what is the effect, and or like in BI or BW or in Fury how you can utilize this one. But in ALV IDA it still need to be explored how we can use all these annotations. Okay, so this you can do yourself. And now uh, what we can do that you know we can stop our